Hey, guy, I'm pretty sure the audio works now on YouTube. Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with my I don't know what's wrong with my link. And usually this guy's pretty good. I don't know. But I got to email into him to see. We can figure this out. I don't know. This is strange. This is really strange. Yeah, I mean, I can't trade this morning. My routine is broken. So I can't do shit. Which is a damn shame. This is what I've been waiting for. All this week. Maybe a secondary trade will show its face. I mean, I missed my entry on AAL. I was looking to get in that for an all-day hold. I couldn't get in any damn thing. The only good thing is Boeing is running. So we've been holding that since yesterday. It's the platform. Obviously, the internet's fine. Yeah, I'm streaming. I'm using the same computer and everything to stream on YouTube. Man, I hate to have to go back to Omnovia, but at least Omnovia never broke down on me. It might have been some lag, but And that as a trader, you can't have this. And you know what's crazy? The other guys, the other guys' platforms are working fine. So it's got to be on my end. It's got to be something with my computer or something. I don't have a watch list. I haven't had time to even look at the stocks. So I don't have anything today. And I got to try to figure out what the hell's wrong with this computer. But everything else works. I mean, everything works perfectly. It streams on YouTube, everything. But it's not working. I'm out of NKE, but BA we're still holding. NKE we took off yesterday. There is no software. There's nothing I installed. It's streamed directly from the internet, from the provider. It's the same thing that BBT uses. And if they're up and running, then I know it's got to be something with the room they built for me, or I don't know. But I'm able to stream on YouTube, so and everything works. It's just that the screen share in the room doesn't work, which is crazy. So I wanted to get in AAL for an all-day hold. I wanted to get in that. Unfortunately, I could not. Dealing with all of this. I think that can go to the moon. Not even 1%. You talking about AAL? Yep. Matthew, I'm not trying to stream both. I tried to. The only thing I was doing is streaming in the community. I had no intentions of streaming on YouTube, but if that's the only way you guys can see until somebody can get with me and I can get it fixed. I'm surprised I don't have, I mean, it's the first time I've been disappointed with this. But yeah, it's too late right now. I mean, the only thing you could do is wait. I'd have to wait for a pullback or something. Oh, gotta take my temperature today. And hopefully there'll be some profit taking at the open. Well, temperature is good. No fever this morning. Yeah, I like this room 1,000 times better too, but I can't afford it to not work. And then not be able to get in touch with somebody to get me. God, this piece of Hold on a second. I'm trying to get my desktop up. We can put the chart up and take a look at it. But yeah, I was gonna AAL. I wanted to grab. It was around. It would have been like right before 8 o'clock, and I was looking to grab, to get in. If this thing doesn't, oh, this thing is making me so mad. Never have a problem with IB loading. Just it was always Speed Trader and Sure Trader that it takes me 20 times to try to load my desktop. I'm about to lose my mind. Today. About to lose my mind today. Because when you have stressful mornings, like this, I can't get my whole desktop to load. It keeps leaving pieces off. Every time it's a different piece. Crazy. But anytime you have issues that puts you under stress and irritates you, you just got to leave it alone. Because if you start trading with that, it can be detrimental. So I'm going to have to... There we go. We finally got all the pieces to the puzzle together. But like an all-day hold, if I get in something, it'll have to be... It can't be something that's like fast momentum where I got to think quick. Because believe it or not, I'm highly agitated. And the longer it takes for these people to get back with me, the more pissed off I'm going to be. So obviously NKE was going to be one that we were going to watch. And I was looking at getting an AAL, holding it all day. But we may get a chance to get in AAL. Just have to wait trade to open. So those are the two things. So you saying they put that provision in that his businesses are barred from getting loans or investments? I wouldn't sign the shit. I wouldn't sign it. No, that's BS. All right, so we're gonna, yeah, I'm gonna be uh, extremely patient, extremely patient. Extremely patient. But that's fine. Hell, he can get money. He can funnel it some other kind of way. But I think that's just bad. All right, Faustino, read the message in the alert. In the alerts tab. It will tell you what to do. The media, for some reason, the media element isn't working. Everybody else that uses this platform is working for. So I'm not sure why mine isn't working. Um, yeah, it's gonna be there. It's gonna be a carbon copy of the SPY because most of these are moving, with the SPY. It's what it's been doing all week. No, it's not think or swim. I do this every day. It's it's the platform. It's the pro trading room platform because I I even went to my second computer and tried to stream it from there. I wrote the wrong damn Sebastian. Well, I tell you, I can. All right, so I'm gonna be working to get our room back up. It's got nothing to do with the internet speeds. It's got nothing to do with the internet. It's the platform itself. It's the platform. Dude, I've tried everything. Believe me, I have tried everything. It is something to do with the platform. Probably the link, my link, or the room link that they built for me is probably something amiss with that. That's why he hadn't gotten back to me. I sent it to the wrong Sebastian. All right. So the only thing I'm in is, BA from yesterday. So I'm just gonna keep holding it. I think we're gonna blow off the top today. That's the only silver lining. But everything else, we're just gonna have to wait. Now, you guys that are actually logged into the room, he's probably gonna do some restarts because he just emailed me. So I told you, normally when I email him, it's within 5 minutes. I get an email back, but I just emailed the wrong person. Okay, here's the profit taking. This is what I'm looking for. This is what I was looking for. Will give us a chance to get in. So the only two stocks I was looking at today, as I said, AAL is what I was looking for a trend continuation. And I was looking at NKE, because that was the one on earnings. Those are the two things that we're watching right now. But everything's kind of pulling in. And this is what we wanted to see. Or exactly what we wanted to see. Give us an opportunity to get on this horse. I'm not sure when they're actually voting for it. Honestly, I think Boeing may be the strongest today.
LYFT. LYFT. Find.
All right. Everything is kind of stagnant right now. We got the big pullback. The market is pushing, but these stocks aren't. Man, I don't know what to do. It's crazy. But just be patient, guys. Just be patient. Wait for the setup. Wait for the setup. I don't like how the deviation bands closed in on these airline stocks. Not liking how they closed in.
Find. Find. UDOW. CVX. ARI. AGNC.
Yep, you're right. Trading is the ideal job during these times. Roku broke out, but
AGNC.
wasn't on my list. Clean opening range breakdown on Roku.
NCLH.
Hey, yeah. Hey, yeah. What is going on? What is going on, peoples?
AGNC.
Man, I'm kind of glad that I am having issues this morning, because I probably would have been upset that we had a nice bounce in the market.
AGNC. CZR, LB, SABR, AJT.
All right, guys. I know it's hard. It's hard for me right now. Just trying to be patient and waiting for a clean entry. But this market is really, really messed up. Man, Roku is gone. That one was clean. And on a normal day, we would have been all over Roku. Man, this breaks my heart. It breaks my heart. It breaks my heart. I'm guessing these people don't like the bill that got passed. These companies are not looking like they're happy. Not in the least little bit. Yeah, so we got screen share back in the chat room. Do we have audio back? Whoa, Nelly. Where is Apple going? Just chill. So wait. Yeah. So since I started, we'll just let this run for a few ticks. I'm not sure why everything is rolling over. Not really sure. It's a little bit beyond me and my pay grade. Yeah, the bill hasn't passed yet. I mean, supposedly they came to an agreement, so I'm thinking we just gotta wait. But it's still really no clean moves here. Unless, like BA, right now we're getting under. If we get under the 100 period, that's a possibility. There just wasn't enough room in here for me to trade that one. So under the 200 is good for me. But look, I don't have time to restart it. You can check this out. Look at that trend.
car,
Yeah, it does look like buy the rumor, sell the news. You're right about that. That's exactly what it looks like. So we've got this trend intact here. So doesn't look like it's a good short here. The best short opportunity of the morning was Roku. That was the best short opportunity of the morning. And it's just my luck that we had these issues and I couldn't really I couldn't really get my morning started right. So you guys know, you should know beyond a shadow of a doubt that my trading has nothing to do with my luck.
Roku.
All right, now where is that echo coming from? All right, this thing trend is holding steady here. It looks like it's gonna hold the 200 as well, because the market, the SPY looks like it's trying to bounce off the 200 right now. Everything is bouncing. I don't see it. Yeah, if you're in the chat room, the best thing to do is log off of YouTube. Don't try to watch it both places. YouTube has a small delay. Well, the market's still coming down. No. If I did, you would see it. I am not. I'm not trusting it. I can't buy AAL under all of this support. There's nothing I can do. Yeah, it may be the connection. Mine is not showing.
Roku.
No, Micah, I don't change my screen settings. Just have to deal with it. I just have to deal with it and kind of narrow my focus. But I don't change the settings or anything like that. I just wait for the market to get back to normal. Oh boy. It's no good. No good. No good. No good. No good. Okay.
And E.
So I would look at buying BA once it gets up back over this.
Those I-cell vaccine expected to
This trend is holding,
B-cell immunities
and it can't sell through.
and SARS.
And the market is trying to bounce as well. So I don't foresee this coming. But this is just
Norwegian
crazy market
Cruise
here.
Line Holdings halted again, 1470 now. But
Well, the market is bleeding, but this is holding up. You see the trend is holding up. The 100 period is holding up. So this isn't bleeding with the market. It may if these buyers get taken out, but BA is holding up really nice. All right. You're welcome, Michael. You know, my whole thing is we have to stay consistent. That's my number one it's my number one
Roku.
message during these times. You got to stay consistent. But just watch how strong this trend is on BA. Watch how strong this thing is. You can't think about all of that stuff. That's kind of what I mean, Giselle, by that's what I mean by overthinking things. You know, you took something solid, a strategy, you just overthought it. The thing about the opening range trades is you got to take the setup. It doesn't matter what the overall sentiment is. You got to take the setup. Yeah, I was looking for BA to run too, but look at the trend here. You could have shorted it down to the trend because we drew this on this point and that point. So yeah, you could have shorted it down to this trend, and then you could look for it to start bouncing. You see, this trend is holding nicely. With all of that that's getting beat down on it, this thing is holding nicely. Watch this explode back through these levels. And then it was set up for, then I can trade this. I can't trade it now because it's still below resistance. You got a ton of resistance there that is still below. Can't trade it. But with that trend holding strong, I'm going to have more conviction once it gets over these levels. Once it busts back through resistance, forget about it. This orange line right here is a 100 moving average. This orange line. That was, this was kind of holding it, and then you've got this trend. This trend is holding up. Now, if this trend breaks, it's going to come down. It could come down to the 200. But this trend is holding strong. Then look at it. It is holding strong. We've had a higher low. I mean, this is an inside candle, but it made a higher low. This candle's making a higher low, inside candle. You know, this is gearing up to hold this trend. And when you get a nice move over it, forget about it. Yeah, no name. Stimulus package is what everybody's looking at. I've got the same offers that's been out there all year. The 6-month deal you can't beat. It's what it is a what did I tell you? Guys, what did I tell you? What did I tell you on BA? BA is going to start moving against the market. Yeah, what it is, the stimulus is supposed to keep them in business or keep them sustained so that they don't run out of business. Now watch the market's gonna sell off. BA's got enough strength to hold this trend. It's gonna have enough strength to hold this trend. Watch. We still haven't made a lower low on any of these candles. Still holding this trend. Still holding this trend. And it's holding the 100 period. 100 period is a beast. And then BA is Washington's pet company, so they're not gonna let it go. But unfortunately, guys, we had that issue. I knew it had to be on my end. It had to be my computer. But thankfully, they were able to get it sorted out. And so
I'm an RA patient, and I have hydroxychloroquine. According to the
but
state,
come on. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It was on my end. Because if the other guys using this same platform, they weren't having any issues, then it had to be me. Look at the market go. That sucker's gone. Are we going to take out pre-market low? That's the question. Let's see. What's pre-market low? $239. It may take out 239. Now, if we get a hard flush, that might be enough to take this trend out. But I want you guys to see how strong trends are. I want you to see how strong trends are. That's the key right there. What's up, Leo? What you want? Are you the one that got me in that trade yesterday or Monday? Did you walk across my keyboard again? You know you're good for that. If it drops below this, yeah, the trend's broken. But look at, I mean, I could even drop it to this, but this trend is holding. And it will hold the market up. It will be strong enough to keep this market from going. But I just want you guys to watch this. It's going to be beautiful. And then I'll look at taking it long. No, there's no app. It's your broker. You trade through your broker. I think they got it set for 8 o'clock. It is what it is.
It's gonna be a nice day for the dog.
Yeah, well, guys, I don't have a watch list. You know what I dealt with this morning? There was no way to really build a watch list. Now I told you guys the two stocks that I had in mind yesterday after the close that I was gonna vet this morning, but I didn't have time to do it. So there's nothing on my watch list. Now definitely Roku would have been on there had we had, if I hadn't had these issues with the chat room. All right, Leo, we heard you. All right, here it goes. It's getting ready to pop. It is getting ready to pop. 100% bullish. So I'm just kind of sitting back watching what's moving. You know, some of the things that we looked at over the last couple of days. You know, here it's after 10. So it's open for me to take a trade now. So we get a setup like this thing here blows through. I'm ready to take it long. This trend is holding beautifully. Strong. Watch it. It's gonna be awesome. My entry would be when it confirms above all of this stuff here. That's when my entry would come into play. We had the big sell-off. This thing held this trend. That means this is strong. This is strong, guys. The minimum balance is going to depend on if you use an offshore broker. A lot of them is $500. But I don't recommend starting with $500. BA is on your screen reversal scanner. What is that scanner revealing? It's saying that it was early this morning. It means that the conditions were right for a pullback, for it to reverse and go back the other way. That's what that scanner meant. I don't really care about VWAP. So it could clear it, not clear it, it doesn't matter. All right, so we're claiming the 9 and the 50, the 20s next. That's the last hurdle. That's the last hurdle. Once we claim that, game on. Game on. Yeah, if the market's coming back down, Roku is good. Roku's been following the market. So, yeah, Roku for a trend continuation could be a good look. But BA is going to trade opposite the market here in just a second. BA is not a swing trade. It's not a technical swing trade. It's I'm holding it for the stimulus vote. That was the idea getting in it yesterday. Holding it for whenever they do the vote and we get a pop, and I'm going to cash in. I mean, it looks really good now. We just got to it's just got to work its way through the 20. And we're good to go. Just got to be patient and wait. All right, hang on, guys. I'll be right back. I got to let these dogs out. All right. So let's take a look. Yeah, we got to be patient. And it's, if we didn't catch the opening range, obviously I couldn't trade it today. So you got to wait for the trend continuation. You got to wait for continuation trades. Trend continuation. Looks like the market is bouncing. It wants to bounce. That's going to help BA as well. It's going to help it explode through these levels here. I don't know why I didn't see it. I don't understand why I did not see that trend. There it goes. There it goes. Here we go, guys. It's closed. So we're coming back and we're claiming. Well, it's close. It's close, 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 close. It just. All right, so I needed to break the high of that candle, and we're in business. Now it'll be somewhere in between there. Oh man, don't show your weakness now. Don't show me some weakness now. I'll be looking at, depending on what price I get in, this could be an ultimate target up here. But man, it's showing weakness now. Oh my gosh. You showed me all of that good stuff, and now you don't have anything for me. there we go. Let's see if we can keep driving now. So I'm in here. 152 will be a first target for me based on my entry here. 152 will be a first target for me. But I'm not happy right now because it's showing its weakness. Its inability to push. Now that we claimed that 20. We got through the 50, the 9, the 20. And now it's showing its weakness. 152 is the first target. That's an acceptable target. My final target is up here, pre-market high. But I've got to take profit along the way. So 152, 154, I'm looking at those. Those are good whole dollar marks. Good places to take profit. If we can get a push. So I'll put a bid out. 152. Just so you guys can see. 154. And then final target 156.50. That's what I'm looking at, guys. So let's see what we can get out of this. Yes, you can, as long as you have enough buying power. If you don't have the buying power, you won't be able to do it. Come on, zip up to 152. Zip it, zip it, zip it, zip it. Come on, push it, baby, push it. There we go. First target hit. All right, so now my stock goes in at break even. If I can get it to work. Giving it, I'm putting it at 150 to give it 20-cent slippage. All right, thank you very much. We'll see if we can get to the second target, or is this a one-stop shop here, one-hit wonder? You know, I'm thinking we could get, further up, but we need some drive here. My first stop on this was $1.50. That was a max loss stop. I couldn't get in with it all. Look at this shit. Look at this. Why? Every day. Look at this. It's beyond belief. Every day I get my first target and it quits. It quits on me. I want to see that BA that held its trend amidst all that selling pressure from the market. That's the BA I want to see. That's the BA we want. The one that held trend through all of that. But this is one of the frustrating parts about this type of trading. A lot of times it'll run to your first target. It runs into that resistance. And most likely because other traders are picking that same target. They're buying pretty much where we're buying on the break here. They're picking those same targets. And so when I trade, our orders start to hit, it can create some selling. And who knows, people may jump in and say, oh, this is the top, let's sell back. We're coming back in. But, it's really, really hurtful sometimes. But we stay engaged, and if it stops us out, if we get a significant bounce off of this, when it comes back, then we're going to go again. So we're going to go again. Yep. See it pull back, stop this out. Now we gotta reload. But this is why I take profit. This is why I take profit. Gotta lock in some. Let's see, we got in at 149.80. So just over $2 on the first hit. That's about $200, guys. If I can lock in $200 on a base hit, shoot, I'm good to go. So let's wait and see what this bounce is going to do. Let's see what this bounce is going to do. You would think with the volatility and everything that we have that we will be getting some good moves. Garbage pail. Yes, all you got to do is go to YouTube and check. You'll see whether I'm there or not. Since we had to start streaming this morning, might as well let it run. See what I'm saying, guys? Look at this. Look at this. How frustrating is this? That you're right. You have the right analysis. You know, your strategy works. Not all the time does your strategy work, but your strategy works. You know, but your strategy works. But it's shaking you out. And you've done everything that you could do in order to make it right. You've done everything that you could do in order to make it right. But what's frustrating is it doesn't give you an opportunity to get back in. And I'm not chasing it up. You ready to get out of there, Leo? Your cousin's outside, buddy. The market just doesn't want us to make any big money. Doesn't want us to make any big money. Look at that, man. We had it. But again, we cannot allow ourselves to go negative. We just can't. We can't allow ourselves to go negative. And I could not get in. I couldn't get back in because this was too far away from support. So I couldn't really do it. But that's how we grow our account, is preserving our profit, not giving it back. We lock it in, we live to fight another time. So that's kind of what this is about. But you can see this, we're running out of strength. The market, everything, we're just running out of strength. We're not really getting what we need out of this market. But right now I want to see, is it going to hit my 154 target? Or is it just too weak? It looks like it's too weak, guys. Unfortunately, it looks like it's too weak. Look at it. Very, very disappointing. Too choppy. Just too choppy today. There you go, boy. Too choppy. It's a chop fest. It's too choppy. But we'll see. Maybe later on today, things are going to be better. We'll have a better market to trade in. We can pick up a couple more dollars. But you see how choppy this is. See, the VWAP still reigns supreme on the SPY because you got a lot of big institutional traders, and they respect VWAP on the SPY. They hold it in high regard. We're getting stuck at 153.50. That's where this is getting slapped down. This is where this is getting slapped down here. It's trying to get 154. It's close. Is it going to get sucked in? There it goes. Man, picked up some steam. So you guys see, this is the plan was beautiful, and I executed as best I could. You know, who knew when you hit the target it will pull back in over $2 and stop us back out at break even. You know, as the kids say, who would have thunk it? I mean, we've seen it happen before. It happens all the time on these, especially with Roku. But you're like, who would have thunk it? You know?
I don't see it. I think you just have to work with like for time management. I really think you'll be able to see the benefits.
Now, I don't know if you guys can hear it.
Partnership.
My wife is on Zoom in the background. She's in the next room doing her meeting. I'm waiting to see, are we going to push and tap this level? 156.50 is where I have my target there. Is it going to ping it? I mean, that is a solid level there. There we go. Bingo. Keno. Awesome. No, I mean it's up to what you feel and how you feel. You know, for me, I'm gonna take profit. You know, I'm always in when you're trading a small account, you have to be in account growing mode. And account growing mode is taking profit when the trade works. That's account growing mode. You gotta take profit when the trade works and is giving it to you. Now you have a final target, which is gonna be 2-to-1, which is gonna give you the proper risk reward ratio. Okay. Roku is trading opposite the market. So I would be a little bit concerned about it. I mean, it's triggering a trend continuation, but it is trading opposite the market. So that would concern me a little bit. Not so much right now, but AAL is probably a good look for us. Let's go back to it. I didn't have it. Yeah, let's go for it, man. It's breaking out. That's exactly what we wanted to see. Let's see if it's going to continue here. I wasn't looking at it for an all-day hold anymore. But let's see if we can get this off the ground. Definitely a bullish setup. This is exactly what we wanted to see. And we're breaking. We could put, our stop could be just under this 100 right here. The 100 is at, what's the price on it? The 100 is at, come on, Thinkorswim, wake up. Give me the price. Oh, it's covered up by the, it's covered up. But like 1510 or something like that would be good. Can you imagine the money we would have been making in BA right now? See, guys, this is why I wouldn't take Roku short. It was you don't. Roku has no individual catalyst, and when it started trading against the market, eventually it was going to catch back up to it. So anything through 1625, I would look to take profit on this. They may not get to go. They may not get to vote until tomorrow on it. So let's see if we can get to 1625. And then here was the final target. Now you got to understand, this is a stock under 20 bucks. It's really difficult to hold it to the dollar. You know, the dollar profit potential rule. But this one does a good job at that. So I'm going to load up, take some off at 1625. Oh my gosh, BA is at 165. Can you believe that? Wow. If AAL takes off parabolic, we in business. Oh man, don't tell me this isn't going to make it to 1625. At least get to 1625. Oh shit. This is not happening, man. It kind of got halfway there and then it quit. Shouldn't be pulling back yet, but it's pulling back. But like I said, I stopped. We got a really nice stop. It's right under 1525. If you want to, it could be under 15. It could be like 1545. But I'm gonna give it to the 100 right here. So we'll wait and see where we go from here. But that was some hellified people. There was a bunch of people taking profit at 16. Why? I have no idea. But a bunch of people taking profit at 16. Might have been those that bought here at 1550. I would think it was those guys. They're taking profit at 16. But there's a lot of them. A lot of them. Now it looks like the market got stuffed at 240. What was that? The SPY got stuffed at the same time. So we'll just wait. Have to sit back and wait and see. where we're gonna go with this. Yep, still getting those JB texts. These penny stock trading texts. No, I ain't trading no penny stocks. So I ain't falling into that trap, creating your liquidity. Not gonna happen, dude. Oh, I don't know. I don't keep up with that fool. Man, that profit taking killed his trade. I mean, it flat killed it. Broke its back. Yeah, ZM is a really tough trader these days. With lower volume, you need about 500K trading every 5 minutes in order to get some decent, anything decent on it. Jesus, man. All that work. All right, so I'm going to hang around a minute. I may be going to lunch a little bit late. You notice the thumb. Then I don't pay attention to thumbs down on videos. The only time I think when somebody doesn't like it and they give me a reason and tell me what they don't like, I listen. But thumbs down on the video don't mean anything to me. They're not, my videos aren't monetized, so it doesn't matter how, the percentage, it doesn't really matter. And there's a lot of people that don't like me doing what I do. So I don't worry about that. I just do what I do. Now, if thumbs down took money out of my pocket, then I'd have a problem with it. Then I'd have a problem with it. All right, this is not going to work. I can tell you right now, this isn't going to work. I don't even have to wait. Reading the price action. Weak as well water. Weak as well water. I just got to be ready in case I get a flush. I can click out of this. When they started all of that damn selling here at 16, people taking all of their profit, you got a lot of Johnny-come-latelys coming in shorting this thing. Why they're shorting into support, I have no idea. But I doubt, it doesn't look like this support's going to hold, but You know, I can't take it off just because. Yeah, you're right. And that's why I rarely trade stocks under 20 bucks. The only reason I'm trading this stock was $40 not too long ago. I mean, it was a stock that was in my wheelhouse, and I traded it consistently. So I'm gonna break the rules here. I want to see how much money we got on BA so far. Got to break the rules a little bit. See if I got 10 grand yet. Oh, hell yeah. Almost to that goal. How much? Those of you that were here yesterday evening, how much did I tell you I was going to get out of this trade? All right, thank you, Daryl and Antonio. I told you I would get 25K, right? Just wait. That's why I said, you know, being down 5 grand doesn't mean a damn thing to me when we're looking for 25K. So just wait. Well, the whole, I'm going to tell you, the thing about this is that's the beautiful thing about being a trader or being in the market. You can make money if you're patient, if you manage your risk, and that's all it takes. And once you learn how to trade, then you could do these intuitive trades. These intuitive trades make money. That's where the real money comes in. But you got to learn how to trade fundamental strategies because you have to develop the discipline. And during this time, you're learning how to read price action. You're learning how to understand what makes the market move so you can be in front of these moves. You know, that's what it's all about. Now, the hard part about it is what I went through on Monday and having certain expectations because you do have confidence in reading the market. And you do feel that there are times where you can predict what's going to happen. Just like with BA today. You know, I could predict that's what was going to happen. You know, unfortunately, it pulled back and stopped me out. That's going to happen. And it didn't give me a legit re-entry point. But the bottom line is we can see these things once you start learning, but you got to go through the process to learn. And when people tell you, go put your money in your account and start trading, no. It's not going to work. Not going to work, guys. So I'm still waiting for this to happen. I got to take off at 11:30. I got a mentor session. I do a lot of my sessions at lunch because they actually help calm me down. Teaching is what calms me down and puts everything back into focus for me. You know, teaching does that for me. Mentoring does that for me. So just like hopping in the car driving. So I got one at 12 and then Darius at 12. No, one at 11:30 and Darius at 12. Okay. Good to go. So I'm going to have to sign off here in about 5 minutes and get ready for my mentor session. But we're going to leave this on. I'm going to have to put my hard stop in here in a minute. But, the market's slowing down just a little bit again. We may get another bump. All it takes is some news, something coming out about this stimulus. I mean, it's gonna hook us up. But the day is not over with. There's gonna be plenty of opportunity coming, I believe. Plenty of opportunity this afternoon. As long as the market stays viable and volatile, plenty of opportunity. All right, excellent. Dude. The mentoring sessions is all about figuring out and identifying your weaknesses. And I think, when was that? A couple weeks ago, I told you to sit down and write down all of your everything that you think is a barrier to your success. And then you start addressing each one. Because if you pile them all together and try to deal with them all at one time, you're not going to get anywhere. You're just going to get frustration. But if you take one of those barriers, one at a time, and break them down, one at a time, you're going to be surprised how far you can go. The ADH is going to be 4:30. And then 8 o'clock, I'm doing the earnings with my boys at BBT. So you guys that are just members here, or if you want to watch it in here, I'll be streaming it in the chat. And then, they'll be streaming it in their room, and I think they're streaming it live on YouTube. I'm not sure. I know that's what they've always done. But I'm not recording it since I'm doing it for them. I'm not recording it. So I won't have a recording of it. But it will be streamed live. And if you want to record it, that's fine. Yeah, I'm doing our Wednesday session that we normally do at 4:30. And then I'm going to be doing the BBT one at 8 o'clock. As far as I know, it's still on. BBT, Bear Bull Traders, it's another community. We're going to talk about the all-day holds and why they are, really the best thing to do versus swing trading, in this market. BA never did pull back to the 9, so I couldn't get back in it. Never did pull back to the 9 moving average. It pulled back, but it didn't hit like AAL, like it hit the 9. I was watching BA and had BA pull back. Had BA pull back and tap the 9 here, I would have been in it. Would have picked up 5 points really easy. Now, opening range. I'm just going to bring this chart over instead of trying to outdo it. Okay, look at the market here. I know y'all can't see I still can't figure out why you can't see my cursor. All right, so look at the SPY here on the 5-minute chart. Over here, you can see where it's kind of moving there. But you know, think or swim is kind of crazy. But look at, you can see the solid green line and the solid red line. Solid red line, opening range low. Solid green line, opening range high. The market's it's what I call no man's land. All right. It's what I call no man's land. And it can trade sideways in this all day, which will prevent us from making any money unless a stock has its own catalyst. So when I'm talking about no man's land, this is what I'm talking about. We're caught in between, and all of the moving averages, everything is within this window. Because look, what's the price? What's the range of this? $4.16. So $4.16 range. And then we've got all of the moving averages, everything caught in there. So we're just kind of in no man's land. All right, let me move this back over. Move it back over here. So we're not getting anything, any movement on. We're not getting any movement on AA. Everything else is moving, but AA is not. AAL, I'm sorry. It's not. It's dead. I don't know if nobody wants to buy this right now. It just seems like it's blah.
But I also am like, if it doesn't work, it doesn't work, and I'm not going to.
So I gotta go. I'm being pinged on Skype. So you guys on YouTube, you got to hang out with us. We had some technical issues in our room, so I had to stream here on YouTube to start with. So just kind of let it run, and you guys got the benefit of that. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you learned at least one little thing. At least one little thing. If you did, or you got a good experience out of it, that's all that matters. But you guys have a great rest of the day. Stay safe in this crazy market, and we'll see you guys next time.